Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. Welcome to St. John's, Florida, the community of Beachwalk, where behind us there are all sorts of lit up golf carts because when in Florida for Christmas, you go to a Christmas golf cart parade.
Yes, you do.
That's exactly what we're doing tonight. I'm excited to hop in here this is like the clubhouse. This is a 14-acre man-made lagoon, and obviously it's nighttime. Well, it's, you know, sun is setting. During the day, it is the most beautiful, like, color of blue, Caribbean blue. It is somehow even better than like the real ocean. They've improved on the ocean. How is that possible? And just like sand all the way around. There's like a beach bar over here that's open during the summer. Oh yeah, there's like a giant, you can't really see it, there's a giant slide, almost like water park thing around that side. The swim up bar. They got fire pits on the sand right now. You can have them build you a fire and do s'mores. They got stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking. Absolutely beautiful. You can see we got the palm trees lit up outside the clubhouse, and they've got some of the golf carts lining up. Still got a few minutes before this starts. I think it's so funny. Things you never see for Christmas in Alaska. And there's even a Cinnabon truck. Look, there's Santa. I know him. But what's confusing is there's actually like a few people dressed as Santa and several elves. All right, we got one with a flamingo on top. I like this one up here that is just absolutely covered in lights. So many golf carts. All right, Sherry, what do you think about this?
I think it's really fun.
I have a question. So this is obviously like Florida culture.
Right.
Indiana, would you guys do this with tractors?
Probably.
Probably, that's what I assumed. You can see sunset is happening over there. So it is just after sunset. The sky is beautiful. I think that means it has started. And I like this golf cart that has their reindeers on front. That's so fun. And so you can see we've got kind of a line of them all back up over there. Oh my gosh. You know, in my 44 years of life, I've done a lot of things. I can say this is my first ever Christmas decorated golf cart parade. Hey, look, there's the Grinch driving. That's so fun. Oh, look at the Santa back there. Oh man. And there's like a ton of families. I love it. And so basically what they're doing is another Grinch. Bye, Santa. Oh, what? Candy? I know him. So now what they do is they actually leave the clubhouse area here and they're driving through all of the neighborhoods of Beachwalk. So they kind of go up and down all of the streets. So people all throughout here can see all of the golf carts. Now I need to go get my candy that Sherri tried to steal. All right, so this is gonna be kind of a random jumbled together video. You guys saw the golf cart parade. Now it is
2 days later.
Is it 2 days later?
Yeah.
Okay. We actually just finished working at basically our Florida office, Poor Mike's Coffee Shop. It's the best, and I got to talk about my favorite part of the entire time. We're there for 2.5 hours. For more than half of the time there was a group of high school students that are all part of like a local high school youth group worship group. And they were planning like I think in February I overheard a worship night, a student worship night here in the area. And they were going through their list of songs. And it was just so funny to me because I was on staff, I was a pastor for a long time, and it was so funny hearing like these students have the same conversations that I had for 7 years of my life. What about this song? What about this song? Well, it doesn't really go with this song. What about this? I like this song. I don't like this song. I love this song. I love that song. I've never even heard that song. It was my favorite. I actually took my earpods out and just listened to them.
I didn't hear any of that because I had my pods in.
Oh my God, I loved it. It was so great.
I did. I would look up every once in a while and he's just like laughing.
I was laughing so much. They were like the nicest kids. In fact, here's the problem, is there were like 20 of them.
It was a big group.
15 of them. I actually wanted to like go buy them like $100 gift card and give it to their group. But then I was like, we got 20, that's really not a lot. You know what I mean?
Maybe a coffee per person.
Yeah, not even quite a coffee person. Anyway, now that we are done with work for today, there's one thing that Sherri did want to do if we had free time.
Yeah.
You guys know Sherri. She made a list on her phone of local bookstores.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to go to all of them.
I narrowed it down to the one that I really wanted to go to.
It's about a half an hour away, so it's going to take us like half an hour there, half an hour back. But we're going to go to some bookstore that Sherri found. All right, let's go book shopping. All right, we've made it to the Chamblin Bookmine, and you know it's going to be a good bookstore when they have to have additional parking. There are a lot of cars here. It is this building all on the right. It looks huge. Chamblin New and Used Books. Oh my goodness. This is insane. I'm actually really concerned that I'll never be able to get Sherri out of here. There is some order to the chaos. You can see they have different sections. I feel like it keeps going and going and going. I have lost Sherri, and I honestly have no idea how I will ever find her in here. This place is huge. Without a doubt, one of the biggest bookstores I have ever been to. Like, every corner, you just like stumble upon these additional rooms. And look at this, things are packed to the ceiling with books. I bet Sherri's in heaven, wherever she is. And then you like find this back room and you're around a corner thinking there'll be more. Nope, stacks of books in boxes. All right, I found Sherri against all odds. I need to know. I have my opinions about this bookstore. What are your thoughts?
It's way bigger than I expected.
You didn't expect this?
No, I mean, I saw like Instagram photos, but like, this is huge and kind of confusing. A lot confusing.
It's so overwhelming.
Yeah, there's a lot in here.
Well, I think we have reached the end of our time at the bookstore. And checkout is right up there. All right, let's talk. What was it, Chamblin?
Chamblin Bookmine.
How did you find out about it? I don't remember if we told them earlier.
I literally just Googled Jacksonville bookstores, and this was one of the first ones that came up. And so I checked them out on Instagram, and I was like, oh, that looks like a cute bookstore.
Wow.
It was way bigger than I was expecting.
It would take hours to go through that and see everything. Also,
Yeah.
I hear you coughing, so I'm going to give you some water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. For me, it was overwhelming, simply because my brain... Here, let me put it this way. That bookstore is what my brain is like. The problem is that my brain is already like that, and so when I go into space like that, I just really struggle.
Yeah.
So it was almost so much that I didn't want to look. Wow, that was a lot.
It was a lot. It was overwhelming even for me. And I do think like it would take hours. I mean, that's the thing is like, unless you know exactly the section you're looking for and like you've been there 100 times and you know where to go, man, it was overwhelming.
That being said, if you're a book fan and you're anywhere near Jacksonville, I've got to, I mean, here, okay. That's one of the most memorable bookstores I've ever been to.
I would 100% go back with more time. I want to be able to just like meander and see all the different sections. I felt like there was just kind of like, oh, there's a new whole section over here, and there's a doorway that leads into a whole new section over here, and it's just like, I would want to just go and wander.
Yeah, spectacular. You did buy 5 books.
5 books.
Okay, what'd you get?
This is the second and third in the series from Al Kennedy. I think it's the Avalon series. I have the first one, don't have the second and third, so...
Found those?
Found those.
And the way that pricing works while she's getting her other books, a lot of the like paperbacks are 50% off whatever the original price is.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Not too bad.
Yeah. And so all the books that I got were 50% off the original price. Glitterland by Alexis Hall. I love Alexis Hall. And haven't read this one yet, so I'm excited for that.
Okay.
And then just as we were getting ready to leave,
I was gonna say, well, you guys, when we got in line to check out, she had those 3 books.
they had a Christmas section. And so I got The Holiday Swap, which is by Maggie Knox, and I'm currently reading All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox, and it's really cute. So I was like, I love her style of writing. I think I'm gonna like this one too. So I got it. And then this one, The Xmas Holidays, it just looked cute.
Christmas, as we are recording this, is in 2 days.
Yeah.
Will you read Christmas romance books even after Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't buy anything.
As long as our Christmas stuff is up, I will read Christmas books.
Oh, so I have an idea. Maybe we can make a barter. What if we leave Christmas stuff up year-round so that you can read Christmas books?
No.
Dang it, I thought that was my opportunity.
I know.
All right, so this place, it was great. It was a lot. Just know that.
You did not buy anything.
I didn't buy anything. My mind could not focus on a thing in there. It was like floor to ceiling, books, boxes, stacked. It was just too much for my brain to focus on. That being said, if you're a book fan, like I said, and you're anywhere near Jacksonville or honestly in Florida, make the drive, because this place, it is up there with like Powell's in Portland and a couple other books that we've gone to of just like memorable bookstores.
I agree. Yep.
All right. We have about a 45-minute drive home now because of traffic.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hit the road and we'll pick you guys up at some point later on in our trip.
Heading back to Adam's brother's house. We are on Buckman Bridge, crossing the St. Johns River. You can see it's a little bit cloudy today. Well, kind of a lot cloudy today, but warmer than it has been the past couple of days.
Hello friends, welcome back to Random Vlog. Happy Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
It is 8:52 in the morning on Christmas Eve, and we are at a place that 4 days ago we didn't even know existed.
Right.
We are back. If you remember, we worked from a place called Amaretti Desserts. We got like those cookies there and some coffee. Well, Cecilia, sister-in-law, loves this place and had the genius idea to get our Christmas Eve dessert from here.
Yeah.
Well, they opened at 8 today and they close at 2. They're just like open on Christmas Eve to get people their desserts. So Sherri and I are on dessert duty. It's a very important role. And our plan is just to buy like 5 different cake slices of theirs.
Yep.
And then we can all kind of graze on cake after our prime rib dinner tonight.
Sounds great.
So we are back at Amaretti to buy Christmas Eve desserts. Let's go see what they have. I feel like a Jacksonville local because now we have like our cake place. It's like, oh, you're looking for cakes? Well, have we got a place for you? All right, so they don't have cakes today, but they do have pies. You can see they got key lime tarts, tiramisu, other desserts over there. We're just kind of getting a whole assortment of stuff today. All right, well, a little bummed they didn't have the cakes we wanted, but we did get 2 bags of desserts. That will be more than enough. And a good selection of different things. It is Christmas evening, not Christmas Eve. It is the night of Christmas Day. And we are doing something very sad. We have already started packing because tomorrow we leave my brother and sister-in-law's house, say goodbye to mom, and we head down to Orlando. It's kind of crazy to think that this trip is already coming to an end. Let me give you an update on the last couple days because we haven't vlogged at all. So Christmas Eve, we had a really nice low-key day here at the house, did some shopping. We made a big family dinner. Christmas Eve was like our big dinner. My brother made a prime rib that was delicious, spectacular. We had Brussels sprouts, mashed potatoes, gravy, salad, bread, wine, all of the good stuff. And then today, Christmas Day, we woke up, we had breakfast, and we just kind of had a lazy day at home, eating lots of leftovers from last night's dinner. We sat out around their fireplace outside. We played Trivial Pursuit tonight. We just had kind of a low-key, relaxing Christmas day, watched some football, talked a lot, and then tomorrow, again, we start our journey home. So, my brother, the original plan was that he was gonna drive us down to Orlando. But then our friend Desi, you guys know Desi, you just saw Desi. Desi was like, hey, so question, I have the 26th off, the day you're leaving. Any chance I could see you, even in Orlando? I'll drive down and see you. We were just gonna hang out in Orlando by ourselves and wait for our flight early the next morning. And we were like, wait a second, this actually could work out great. So instead of driving us all the way down to Orlando, my brother's going to drive us to Desi's house, which is even closer. And then she is going to drive us down to Orlando. We're going to get to spend the whole day in Orlando with her. We actually might go do some Disney stuff, not the parks, but some Disney stuff. Visit a bookstore that Sherri wants to go to, if it's open, and just kind of spend our last day here in Florida before our flight home. But I will say, so far, I think it's been a really great trip. Getting to spend time with family. You know, we didn't have a packed schedule, and that was intentional because the whole purpose of this trip was like being together, getting family photos done, and just kind of enjoying time together that we didn't think we were going to have, obviously because of Mom's cancer journey. And so for all of those reasons, huge success. But now we pack. And what's funny is that we actually didn't buy a ton of stuff. We did buy, I think I showed you, did I show you guys this? So at the coffee shop that we've been working from, which is called Poor Mike's, they have this A-frame sauce company. It's a pepper sauce. I almost don't want to call it a hot sauce.
It's not a hot sauce. It's pepper sauce, but it's sweet.
It's sweet.
It's got a tiny kick in the back of your throat.
Sherri and I both fell in love with this. Yes. And so we bought 3 bottles. So we're bringing that home. And then let me show you what else we're bringing because, well, it's a little weird. So I think it was day 1 here. We fell in love with these. These are wild-caught ahi tuna steaks that Cecilia, our sister-in-law, buys from Aldi. It is like 3 wild-caught, again, sushi-grade tuna steaks. And this bag was less than $5. She made ceviche for us. And it was spectacular. Sherri and I love tuna. We love poke, we love ceviche, we love sushi. And this price is unbelievable. And so we thought, well, we've got a couple little styrofoam boxes left over from one of Sherri's medications that was delivered and some other stuff we had delivered. And we were like, what if we packed that full of tuna and brought tuna back to Alaska? So we bought 5 of these bags. Yeah, I know that's a lot of tuna. 15 pieces of tuna, but it was $25. How in the world could we say no to that? So hot sauce and tuna, not exactly what I expected to bring home from our Christmas trip to Florida, but that's what we're bringing. And then our plan is actually just to fill the top one right there with the ice packs and the tuna, and we're just going to check that as a bag with Alaska Airlines. Stuff it with tuna, check it as a bag, hopefully pick it up in Anchorage. And then the other thing, tuna, hot sauce, and books is what we're bringing. Those are the books that Sherri got at her bookstore. Yes. So I think those are going to go here in bag numero tres. Okay, so I went to the kitchen and got a little late night snack. And my best friend, Milo, heard me, he heard me get some food. And he was like, hey, look at his tail. He's like, Uncle Adam, could I have some food too? Hi, honey. Oh, Uncle Adam's not gonna give me food. Okay, good night, Milo. Love you, buddy. Oh, look. Oh my God.
Yes, you're so cute as awesome.
He is so cute. So that's where we're gonna call it a night. I think all of our bags are packed, at least for what we can pack tonight. We'll have some more packing to do in the morning. And just kind of our last wrapping up of stuff here. So I'll pick you guys up in the morning to bring you along for that. As it's so weird. This vacation has flown. I'm looking at Sherri. I'm curious to know if you feel the same as me. I feel like this vacation has flown by faster than any vacation we've taken.
It did go really fast.
It was like a 10-day trip. If you told me it was 5 or 6 days, I would believe you.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's hard to believe how fast it has gone.
Yeah.
So, pick you up in the morning. Well, friends, it is the next morning. You know things are getting near the end when Sherri's pillow is getting packed. And yes, we do travel cross country with Sherri's favorite pillow. Yes. And now the books. This is so funny. Look at that. It's gonna work though. Well,
maybe one.
Maybe one. Can you put one on here maybe?
Oh, we still have this stuff.
Oh, we still have that stuff too. All right, well, I'm gonna let Sherri work her magic. Oh, Oh, oh boy. Oh geez. Okay. How do you feel about that?
Great.
Okay. We have both showered. This is the last of the packing. Nope, I'm wrong. We have to still pack the tuna, of course. Everybody is up around the house, and we are just kind of finishing up our stuff. We have like 2-ish hours before we leave. And one of the joys of traveling that we're still getting used to is traveling with Sherri's injection. So it is Taltz injection morning. Saying one last goodbye to the backyard lake here. It is a cloudy morning again. It does feel a little bit warmer this morning than it has. We haven't had the best weather, but I will say we also haven't had the worst weather. We've only had rain 1 or 2 days. Well, we are in a new location. We are in our friend Desi's backyard. We just drove over. My brother and mom drove us here, and we said goodbye to them.
Yep.
A good trip with them.
Good trip. Yep.
We got family photos done, and I think we got to spend time together, and that was the whole goal of the trip. So I know this was a little bit shorter of a vlog and a very random one.
A little mishmash.
But the next video you're going to see is us with our friend Desi, unexpectedly getting to spend, we thought we were going to get to spend 1 day with her. We get to spend 2 days with her, and I think we're going to maybe do some Disney stuff. We're going to go to a bookstore that Sherri wanted to see.
Yeah.
So you guys will see that all in the next video. But friends, we love you. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.